Hello everyone, Xanatos here, and welcome to a tutorial on how to get the hero status on Grand Kingdom. Now in this video, I'm basically just going to go over certain things such as your gear, your formation of your squad, as well as your look on the game board on how to achieve the hero status. Now you're probably one of these people who've played this game long enough where you raised your hero and got a good amount of gear to be able to down the PvE section fairly quickly, but you still have difficulties with the PvP section. So with that, I'm just going to go ahead and go right into what to look at and how to improve your squad in order to reach the hero status. So first off, we're going to look at your gear in Grand Kingdom. Now in Grand Kingdom, there's a lot of different varieties of accessories you can put onto your character to have like different appearances. But unfortunately, some of these items have like really low attack or defensive gear. But thankfully in Grand Kingdom, you're able to have not only the look that you're going for with your character, but also the ability to have the attack or defense that you want with your character as well. So what you first need to do is go ahead and go to the quest under the travel section and going over here to Lender Rug? Anyways, this place. And you want to come up here to the merchant right here, and you just simply go along the game board until you reach your destination. And here he's going to sell you the veteran scar. You just simply buy here and you go down to the bottom and you're going to find the veteran scar here. The veteran scar right now is probably the highest level accessory as well as the highest attack, but the thing is that you can't wear two accessories of the same kind, such as the veteran scar, and you don't want to have your your squad to all have veteran scars as well, unless you want it to look something like this. Yeah. Anyways, what you want to do next is go to your faction's capital and then go over here to the blacksmith. Now what's cool about the blacksmith is that he's not only able to forge weapons, but also upgrade and synthesize weapons. And what the synthesize does is actually taking the look of one item and giving it either the attack or the defense from another item. So if you wanted to go ahead and give like your goggles like a bunch of attack, but its original attack is like really crappy, then go ahead and give it something like the veteran scar, a lot of attack. But what I'm going to do instead is go down to here to platinum bangle, because the platinum bangle you can easily buy this at any shop, and you're able to basically attach this to any other accessory in the game. Because what I want to do is basically add, basically blue eyes to another character. So I'm just going to go ahead and select the platinum bangle. Then I'm going to go ahead and get the abilities from the veteran scar here. I'm going to synthesize these two together, and then when it comes out, I'm going to have a bangle that now has 49 attack. So instead of just being whatever it was before, it now has 49 attack, again being the highest attack in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with the bangle. Now I'm going to go down here to the blue eyes. I'm going to go ahead and synthesize this with the veteran scar. And so now not only is the blue eyes going to have high attack, but I'm also going to have a high attack with the bangle as well, and being able to wear both of those at the same time as I wouldn't before if I had try to put both scars on at the same time. So now I do have, both 49 attacks. So I'm going to go ahead and add it to this character here. So we're going to go down to the blue, or actually I think, yeah, we'll do the blue eyes first. And we're going to attach that. And then we're going to go down to the other accessory and we're going to add the platinum bangle. So there we go. We have the highest attack accessories on this character now. And this, of course, works on both attack and magic-based classes as well. So now that your characters have the highest amount of attack in the game, let's go ahead and see if we can optimize our formations. Now, in Grand Kingdom, you might come across this a lot in PvP, where you have to tiptoe across some traps, or you're having difficulty getting behind enemy lines because they have barricades in the way, or worse even yet, they'll have their characters at the far end of the map, and you have to end up running all the way across in order to reach them. And in the PvP section of Grand Kingdom, in order for you to get the highest amount of battle points, you need to down as many marked teams as possible. But thankfully there is a mechanism to deal with all these barricades and obstacles and whatnot, and that is the human catapult. Now to find this, you just simply go to your formations, and you just go over, I believe it's under the menu tab, and you're going to open up the object placement. Now you go down at the object placement to the human catapult, and you simply place this down. And as soon as you do, you can go ahead and like move your characters around, put them, the primary ones that are going to be using it, like near it, and then put all your range units in the far end so your other units can't reach to it. Now you can also use other strategies like using like 2 Valkyries and 1 Paladin to make your gameplay a lot quicker. But thankfully with this, now you don't have as many problems. So say that you have a freaking team that you're going against with, and they have all their characters on the far back. Again, this makes it very difficult for you because you have to like run all the way across, and by the time you get there, you might not even have the attack. But thankfully, just simply use a catapult, and bam, you're going to be right behind the enemy lines and right on top of them. Or let's say that the enemy team puts a bunch of warp traps in front of you, making it where even if you get to them, you're going to like warp back, making it more difficult. Well, just simply get on your catapult and get to the back lines and avoid those stupid traps. Or let's just say that they have like a bunch of barricades, and if you want to get to the squishy targets, but they have this annoying obstacles in the way. So in order to again to get behind, just get into the catapult and just jump back and take out all their squish units and whatnot. Or let's say that they're going all out and they have all their units on the far back, and they have a barricade up as well, and just to put the nail in the coffin, they put a freaking trap right at the front. Again, simply just get into your catapult and just run to the back and smack them in the head. Well, you get the idea. Anyways, this is probably the best strategy to go ahead and like down them as quickly as possible. I mean, this strategy will work on practically any obstacles that you'll come across, and it just makes it very quick and easy to down the enemy team. But there is a downside to this, and it's a certain formation that will drive you crazy whenever you come across. And that formation is this formation right here. Now, it's just simply 4 challengers who basically use a trait that's called, I think, Death March or something, and what that does is allow them to go first, but lowers their attack and their movement abilities. But it doesn't matter for them because they have a lot of low-cost abilities, and what they do, they just simply have them use all those abilities, and it just takes forever, as you can see. And in fact, if you give me a second, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through some of this. And it just goes on forever, and unfortunately there's nothing you can do about this when you come across them. They just you just have to go to the kitchen to go make yourself a sandwich, because this will take you about 5 minutes in order to like defeat them. And again, the strategy isn't meant to like win or anything. It's just meant to slow you down, because as soon as you have the your turn, you're able to like down them really quick, because they're down to like nothing when it comes to hit points because of their abilities that they use. And thankfully, God, it's almost freaking finished, but thankfully once you are done, you can go on to the next team fight and not have to worry about this anymore. So, oh, are you kidding me? Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the game board. Now, in Grand Kingdom, only thing you really have to worry about in order to get as many battle points as possible is just simply getting as many consecutive wins in a game during an operation. You may be thinking to yourself, like, oh, Zeratos, I've gotten over 30,000 damage on a single character in a single round. Surely that gives me a lot of points. Well, no, not really. The only thing the game really cares about is how many rounds you can fit in within an operation. And whether you do that by simply defending or attacking armaments, fortresses, or headquarters, it doesn't really matter which. You'll always get the same amount of points as long as you've gotten 3 consecutive wins as possible. Now, the only thing that'll give you less points is if you get the single unit characters that you bump into, or single unit chess pieces. I guess they're chess pieces, I guess Grand Kingdom pieces. Anyways, If you bump into one of them, you're only going to have one battle, and it's only give you like a third of what you would normally get, obviously, because you usually have 3 battles within a single thing, and as like I said, as many battles as you can get in your belt before time runs out, the more battle points you're going to get. So if you end up being one of those people who like spend a lot of time, building up their combos on a person that's already dead, you're basically wasting your time doing that. So what you need to do instead is just simply get as many wins as you can as possible before the end of the operation. So that's it, guys. That's the strategies that I can share with you on how to accomplish the hero status within the PvP section of Grand Kingdom. Now, keep in mind that you will still have to put a bunch of hours in, but if you use this strategy, you'll find yourself being able to get those points a lot quicker, so you don't have to put as much hours in as you normally would. And if you, again, put as much hours in enough, you'll be able to get your own hero status, and you'll have Bard's Singer Tale like the people in Magion, with an epic song of bravely does Dark Silence fight to save their injured friends. Under Xanatos' command, they fight off all enemies. Such kindness may be the light that guides this nation. Oh, it's kind of lame. Praise the heroes of Dark Silence and Xanatos' bravery. Alright, that's lame. Let's go ahead and try a different one like the Bard from Valkyr. Spreading fire across the land, consumed by the thrill of fight. Here we go. I sing of Dark Silence, led by none other than Xanatos. From distant lands they come, their souls shining with warrior's light. Our command in arms, Dark Silence, led by the fearsome Xanatos. There we go, that's a lot better. Anyways, guys, hopefully you find this video useful. I'm going to go ahead and end this here. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment sections. But with that, we'll go ahead and say goodbye. And you guys continue staying awesome, and I'll catch you guys next time. Laters.